Hello, brothers. It's Monday, which means we're going to be talking about rumours, and this one is kind of an echo of last week's video. I'm sorry if people know about this. I've been talking about it nearly every single day of my live streams, but I still keep getting a pile of questions. I keep seeing my videos shared like on Reddit, Facebook, and seeing questions attached to it. So I'm hoping that this video clears everything up. I'm literally going to tell you everything I know about what supposedly is coming for certain factions in the upcoming 40k release schedule. So let's jump in and let's get waffling. Remember, everything that we do talk about in this video is a rumor. It's not factual. It's nothing like that. If you want to believe it, then believe it, but don't take it for 100% fact until Games Workshop themselves confirm it over on their social media websites. Now, in terms of big releases for Warhammer 40,000 this summer, we're looking at two. You can argue that maybe Kill Team could come along in the summer, and that could be considered a big release. I'm not really going to talk about Kill Team in this video. It's more or less going to be for the base Warhammer 40,000 game. The first codex is, of course, Agents of the Imperium, probably the worst kept secret at this point. That's supposed to be coming at the start of summer, and again, we've talked about this before. This is going to get new models. The codex itself is going to put a bunch of things that we already have in one area. Stuff like assassins, navigators, like the Navy breachers, all that type of stuff that have had separate releases. It's all going to go into this one codex, and they're going to get new rules, separate rules, and a bunch of other things with them. There's been a lot of talk that Deathwatch and Grey Knights may be folded into this. I haven't seen anything like that as of yet. I'm not saying it's not happening, but right now, I haven't heard any whispers or anything like that happening. But it could happen, it couldn't happen. But I'm not saying it is happening because I personally haven't seen anything like that. In terms of new models, we are getting a brand new Inquisitor Kotias model coming from the Whispers of the Warp, who I like to trust. I described that the other week. It's kind of like a stoic. His hands on like the bottom of the thunder hammer, and he's like looking in the distance, and his famous eagle that's normally on his arm is flying around in the background. We're also getting 3 Battle Force boxes, each designed on the certain Ordos, the Ordo Xenos, the Ordo Malleus, and the Ordo Hereticus, and I'm sure some new models will be put into these boxes as well, probably like a HQ or something like that. But there's still a lot to come. There's still a lot to talk about with Codex Agents of the Imperium. A lot of people saying, when we're going to see it then? When are we going to see it? It's true. When are we going to see it? Next month, or I should say this month right now as I'm recording this, it's July. We're supposed to be getting a preview show around the 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, somewhere around there. Mid-time in this month, we're getting a preview show, and I theorize that is where we'll first see the Agents of the Imperium. Maybe we'll see other things like Kill Team, maybe some of the Horus Heresy stuff that we've been talking about, maybe the next step for the Warhammer the Old World in terms of High Elves and Chaos. But again, that is all going to be a separate video coming at another time when that announcement does come out from Games Workshop. Now, following Agents of the Imperium, the next big release for Warhammer 40,000 is supposed to be the Blood Angels. We've been talking about this now for weeks, months, days, hours, just always talking about it. And I'm going to go over the things that I personally know. We are going to be getting a new box set. When I say a new box set, the Whispers of the Warp are telling me that this box set is designed to be a Death Company themed box set. In that terms of like new models in that, I'm hearing there's going to be a new Lemartes model. That's a part of it. There's going to be Jump Assault Intercessors that have a bunch of new Blood Angel upgrades. A part of that, we'll get onto the upgrade sprue separately in a second, and that is basically the new Death Company in that box. You're not going to get new Death Company as I'm aware right now. Again, hopefully I'm wrong and we do get a brand new box of Death Company Marines, but as far as I'm aware, it's just Jump Assault Intercessors dressed up as Death Company looking Blood Angels. There's supposed to be a Brutalis Dreadnought in that box set as well. A lot of people have been theorizing, well, is that going to be a Furiosa Dreadnought? Is it going to be a new version of that? I'm personally leaning on no. I was told that it's a Brutalis Dreadnought and it just has some Blood Angels iconography again from the upgrade kit stuck on it to make it more Blood Angelish. I know people want a brand new Furiosa Dreadnought, but what I've been saying, it looks like Games Workshop are more or less going down the road where they're giving Space Marines access to everything, and then you just make them look different by upgrade kits. The Furiosa Dreadnought, I won't be surprised if it goes to Legends and the Brutalis Dreadnought takes that place. Maybe it'll get some special Blood Angels rules for taking that in your detachments or something like that, but I don't see a brand new Furiosa Dreadnought happening with the Blood Angels. Now, since I've just mentioned a new Lemartes model, I want to go into that a little bit more in terms of the new HQs, which I'm hearing about from the Whispers of the Warp. As I just said, Lemartes is apparently getting a new model. The way it was described to me is it's kind of like a... if this makes sense, like a Wolverine kind of like growling stance, like he's like, come to me, I'll rip you apart kind of thing. Like his chaplain helmet is supposed to have like fangs and stuff in there, like it's really like raging, like screaming at you. And again, that is how it was explained to me. Astroaf is apparently getting a brand new model. That one is more or less going to be similar to the old model where he has the axe, he's like kind of bringing it down, ready to, you know, chop someone's head off, execute someone. That model does have wings. The reason why I say wings, we'll get onto that in a second, with a Sanguinor Guard, because this is the big talking point as well. There's supposed to be a brand new Blood Angel captain, and the way it was described to me, I'm going to put the image up in the background right now. It's kind of like that image from the Devastation of Baal, but a Primaris Marine. A lot of people have been saying, well, Valrak, is it a character? Is it just a generic HQ? As far as I'm aware at this moment in time, it is a generic HQ. But Games Workshop have done this before, where they've kind of designed a generic HQ that is based on a character from the actual lore. I think it was it Algerman or something like that from the brand new launch box set, the Terminator guy, who was supposed to be based on the first company captain of the Blood Angel, of the Ultramarines, but wasn't really, you know, called him, but it more or less is a 1-for-1 for him. Maybe GW are doing something like that. So Lemartes, Astroaf, that captain, I don't know, it's a character or generic captain at this moment in time. And of course, the big one that everyone keeps asking about is the brand new Sanguinor. The Sanguinor, I'm being told, is probably going to be like the highlight of the release when it comes to the Blood Angels. The description that I heard through the Whispers of the Warp, it's kind of like the one that we've got now. He has like a T-pose, his arms are stretched out, he's looking forward, he's looking at people, he's got the chalice in one hand, the sword in the other. The scrolls are the things that are like holding him up in the air, that making him fly. He's got massive wings on him and stuff like that, which makes it apparently look awesome. I think if you go back and look at one of the Rumour images, if I'm not mistaken, that was posted a couple of weeks ago, a few weeks ago, I'll try and get it and put it on here if I can. That is actually from the new Sanguinor. That's what I've been told through the Whispers of the Warp. Again, if you want to believe that, believe it if you want. And moving on to the next big unit, of course, is the new Sanguinor Guard. And this is why I mentioned wings before, because the big talking point of this, well, there's a lot of talking points of the Sanguinor Guard, but one of the big talking points of the Sanguinor Guard is apparently that they're coming, but they're coming with no wings, which... personally, for me, I think that loses a little bit of personality for them. I've been told they just look like normal Sanguinor Guard, but more Primaris, like the Primaris jump pack. I tell you what, right? It was described to me as Dante's jump pack. If you look at Dante's jump pack, that's apparently what we're getting with the brand new Sanguinor Guard. And the Sanguinor Guard, you know, just all the abs golden, their face mask, what we normally get and stuff like that, but just wingless, which again kind of makes... I don't know. It's kind of a bit of a weird change for me. I've always pictured Sanguinor Guard as having wings. Maybe it's down to some of the weapon profiles I've been hearing about, because apparently there's some type of, I won't say power spear. It's a spear with a sword on the end. I know there's a certain word for it, and people got to correct me in the comment section. Maybe that's why, because the shaft hits into the wings for certain poses and everything like that. Maybe that's why they took the wings out. Power swords are apparently a part of this as well. Another talking point which I'm hearing about is that apparently it comes in a pack of 3. So Sanguinor Guard are no longer going to be sold in, I think it's a 5-man squad at this moment in time, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what that means for the unit size. Are they still going to be able to be taken in squads of 10? No idea. I would theorize that they're probably going to be like the Inner Circle companions now for the Dark Angels, where it's more of a smaller elite unit and they're sold in packs of 3, and the max you can take in a squad is 6. That means the max you can take in a game is looking to be around 18. Hopefully I'm wrong and we can take 30 of them. I know 30 doesn't make sense in the lore, but I'd like as many Rule of Cool models as possible on the tabletop because it's all about the Rule of Cool. And just before we sign out the video, because I know people are going to ask me this, apparently the Combat Patrol, as I'm hearing right now, is supposed to be this new captain. There's supposed to be one squad of Sanguinor Guard in there, and there's supposed to be Assault Intercessors, not Jump Assault Intercessors, normal Assault Intercessors with that upgrade sprue that makes them dolled up, makes them look cool, makes them just look more Blood Angel-ish. And I'm sorry, I'm going to come back and re-edit this into the video because I forgot to mention the actual upgrade sprue itself. Sorry, everyone who waited towards the end. Try and picture this just like the Dark Angel upgrade sprue. You're going to get shoulder pads in here. You got to get, like, you know, icons to put on your Space Marines, like blood drops. You know, the shoulder pads are all like 3D versions of the Blood Angel symbol, that type of stuff. I was told, like, there's a big Eviscerator chainsword in there, and that's painted in the Death Company colors, so it looks like Death Company are going to get like Eviscerator chainsaws, you know, the two-handed chainsaws that chop you down. The Melter pistols are apparently an upgrade sprue in there. In terms of Terminator stuff, I'm hearing there's like a Blood Angel power sword in there for the Terminators. I'm hearing like there's certain Terminator chest pieces for the Blood Angels in there as well. Sadly, I'm hearing nothing about Assault Terminators or like a brand new kit for Blood Angels designed solely for Assault Terminators and stuff like that. I know that's a big talking point that we've been having recently, saying where the hell are the Assault Terminators? Hopefully that happens sooner or later because a lot of people want that. So I'm sorry to bring the news that it doesn't seem that we are getting brand new Assault Terminators with the Blood Angels, but you will have upgrades for your Terminators to make your Blood Angels stand out a little bit on the battlefield. Anyway, Chaprunios, that's enough waffling from me. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. If you're watching this right now on Monday as I'm posting this, I may be putting another video out today all about Space Marine 2 because there seems to be a lot of drama farmer llamas around talking about the so-called cancelled Space Marine 2 beta when it was never cancelled. We actually had a beta, but people just never got invited into it. But that is going to be a video for that, hopefully coming today. If not today, then tomorrow. If you've got any thoughts, feedback, any questions at all about what I've just gone over in this video, post it down below. I'll do my best to try and answer them. I'm going to be streaming, of course, tonight and come in and ask you questions there, and I'll do my best to try and answer them there as well. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. See you. Have a great day, evening, night, wherever you're around the world, and bye-bye.